Chapter 1: The Arrival. As the heavy gate clangs shut behind Jason, a chill of fear and uncertainty settles in his chest. He takes a deep breath, the sterile air mixed with underlying notes of sweat and confinement. In his first diary entry, he describes the overwhelming sights and sounds of the correctional facility, where the morning roll call echoes through the corridors, and the clatter of meals being served punctuates the quiet moments. Jason scribbles about the mix of anxiety and hope swirling within him, grasping for a sense of belonging in this unfamiliar world. Throughout the morning, he observes his fellow inmates, each a tapestry of stories etched on their faces. Some exchange wary glances, while others engage in muted conversations. Jason's longing for connection deepens as he writes about the fear of rejection intertwined with a flicker of hope that he might forge meaningful relationships. The day's heaviness lingers, but within it lies the possibility of change. Chapter 2: First Encounters. As Jason navigates the somber corridors of the facility, his heart races. In his diary, he writes about his anxiety and the uncertainty that lingers in the air. During his first communal meal, the echo of clattering trays fills the dining hall, mixing with soft murmurs of various conversations. Here, Jason meets Mariah, a spirited artist with eyes that tell stories of both regret and resilience. She shares snippets of her life, a tale of passion turned to desperation, leaving her yearning for redemption. Next to her, Malik, a former teacher, quietly observes. His warm presence breaks through Jason's shell as they share laughter and stories of dreams, hopes dashed by poor choices. The chapter captures the initial stirrings of friendship against the gritty backdrop, where fear begins to transform into the flickering flame of connection. Jason notes, in this place, amidst the despair, even the smallest bond can spark hope. Chapter 3: Friendships. As the weeks unfold, Jason finds himself forging a deep bond with Mariah and Malik. They gather in the courtyard during quiet afternoons, sharing their stories under the fading sunlight. Jason writes in his diary about Mariah's expressive artwork that reflects her struggle and resilience, while Malik's words resonate with echoes of lost dreams from his teaching days. Each shared experience empowers them to confront their regrets and envision brighter futures. During communal activities, laughter and camaraderie emerge as they engage in games and discussions, creating a sense of belonging that Jason had not anticipated. The sounds of their voices blend with distant echoes of the prison, highlighting the stark contrast between their pasts and their growing hopes. Jason's reflections reveal a blossoming sense of vulnerability, recognizing that amidst their confinement, they are not alone. Together, they are not just inmates. They are a family striving for redemption, united by their shared desire for change. Chapter 4: Discovering the Program. As the days pass, an announcement reverberates through the facility. An unconventional rehabilitation program focused on emotional expression through art and education is set to begin. Jason feels a mix of reluctance and curiosity. The idea of confronting his emotions through creativity seems daunting, yet something within him stirs a desire to participate. Diary entries reflect his inner turmoil. He worries about revealing too much and opening old wounds. Balancing hope and apprehension, he attends the introduction session, where fellow inmates share their initial impressions. Mariah's enthusiasm inspires him, while Malik's pragmatic outlook reassures him that change is possible. Sound effects from the session, soft piano melodies, and the rustle of art supplies create an inviting atmosphere. Together, they discuss what art means to them and how it can serve as a vessel for healing. Jason begins to realize that this program might be the key to unlocking a part of himself he had long kept locked away. Chapter 5: The Transformative Power of Art. As Jason, Mariah, and Malik gather for their first art session, anticipation and trepidation fill the air. Jason scribbles poignant thoughts in his diary, reflecting on the hesitation that grips him. This program feels daunting, yet liberating. The atmosphere transforms, enveloped in an aura of creativity and vulnerability, as the trio shares memories and emotions through sketches and spoken word. Mariah's expressive brushstrokes paint stories of lost dreams, while Malik's rhythm of spoken poetry echoes his hopes for a brighter future. With each stroke and verse, they unveil layers of their pasts, revealing hidden fears and longings. The soundscape is rich, soft music mingling with the gentle rustle of paper and the murmur of encouragement among inmates. In this cathartic space, they discover the profound healing power of artistic expression, forging a bond that transcends their pasts and fosters emotional growth. Jason feels a flicker of hope ignite within him, marking the beginning of his transformation. Chapter 6. The Shadows of the Past. In this chapter, as Jason settles into his new life, he is haunted by the memories of his past. His diary entries reveal a deep internal struggle as he grapples with guilt over the crime that led him here. Late at night, when the prison settles into silence, Jason reflects on the choices he made out of desperation, wondering if he truly deserves redemption. He shares these thoughts with Mariah and Malik during their evening discussions, where vulnerability becomes a bridge to understanding. Mariah's story of betrayal and Malik's memories of lost opportunities spark emotional conversations, revealing the weight of their shared mistakes. The soundscape captures their whispers echoing against concrete walls, a poignant reminder of the shadows that linger. As they lean on each other for support, the trio begins to confront their burdens, setting the stage for healing and transformation. The chapter highlights the importance of acknowledging one's past to pave the way for a brighter future. Chapter 7. The Arrival of Alex. As the metal gate clanged shut behind him, a palpable tension filled the air. Jason's diary entry captures the moment vividly. Alex, the new inmate, entered like a storm, his reputation for violence echoing throughout the facility. Jason felt a knot tighten in his stomach. This man had a presence that sent shivers down the spines of others. Conversations ceased as Alex strode through the common area, his gaze scanning the room, assessing potential threats and allies alike. Jason reflected on the fragile peace he had cultivated with Mariah and Malik, feeling it threatened. In hushed whispers, they exchanged anxious glances, trying to gauge Alex's intentions. The soundscape shifted. Murmurs of dissent and apprehension replaced the usual laughter. As Jason penned his thoughts, he grappled with the fear of losing his newfound friendships and the comforting routine he had come to cherish, wondering how this new arrival would alter their journey toward redemption. Chapter 8. Conflicts and Choices. As Alex settles into the facility, the atmosphere shifts, casting a shadow over the camaraderie Jason, Mariah, and Malik have built. Each day, tension mounts. Alex's reputation as a hardened criminal reverberates through the common areas, drawing lines between the inmates. Jason's diary entries mirror this turmoil, torn between loyalty to his friends and the instinct to avoid conflict. In one entry, he writes, "I feel like I'm walking a tightrope. One misstep could send me crashing down." His reflections become an exploration of fear and the choices they impose. Soundscapes intensify with echoes of heated conversations and footsteps that punctuate moments of uncertainty. Gripped by anxiety, Jason grapples with the realization that true friendship hinges on standing up for one another, not just when it's easy, but when it's needed the most. How he navigates this conflict could determine not just his safety, but his journey toward redemption. Chapter 9. A Moment of Truth. The tension in the facility reaches a boiling point as Jason finds himself cornered by Alex in the yard. Diary entries from that day reveal Jason's heart racing, drowning in fear and uncertainty. The echoes of laughter from other inmates fade away, replaced by the heavy silence between them. Alex's menacing presence looms over Jason, demanding respect and influence. In a split second, Jason faces a choice: stand his ground alongside Malik and Mariah, or retreat from the newfound courage he's been cultivating. Memories of their shared laughter and late-night conversations flood his mind, fueling his resolve. As Alex sneers, challenging him, Jason feels a surge of determination. Enough. Jason's voice cuts through the tension. The ripple of silence that follows is electrifying. That moment, filled with anxiety, vulnerability, and defiance, defines his journey, forcing him to confront not just Alex, but also the depths of his own strength in the face of adversity. Chapter 10. The Power of Performance. As the date of the talent showcase approached, a palpable excitement spread through the correctional facility. Inmates gathered in the communal area, sharing ideas and encouraging one another to express their hidden talents. Jason, Mariah, and Malik immersed themselves in preparations, rehearsing their pieces with nervous energy. Each day, they huddled in a corner, practicing their poetry and visual art, their laughter mingling with the hum of hopeful anticipation. Jason wrote in his diary, reflecting on the courage it took to bare their souls before an audience. The sounds of the facility transformed from mere echoes of confinement to a symphony of dreams and aspirations. As they prepared backstage, the air thick with adrenaline, Jason felt a surge of empowerment. This was not just a performance, it was a chance to reclaim their stories. The stage would be their platform for truth and healing, a moment where vulnerability could spark understanding and connection among them. Chapter 11. The day of the talent showcase has finally arrived, and anticipation buzzes through the air like electricity. Inmates gather in the makeshift auditorium, transforming a stark space into a vibrant display of creativity. Jason, Mariah, and Malik huddle backstage, their nerves palpable yet mixed with excitement. Each of their performances is infused with the raw emotion cultivated through their journey together. As the spotlight shines on them, Jason steps forward, sharing a poignant poem about regret and hope. Mariah follows, unveiling a powerful painting representing transformation, while Malik captivates the audience with a heartfelt story from his past. The atmosphere becomes charged as Alex takes the stage unexpectedly. His raw vulnerability astonishes everyone. In that moment, barriers crumble, and a profound connection envelops the room. The soundscape swells with applause and cheering, echoing the resounding theme, "Healing is possible, even amid brokenness." Chapter 12. Finding Common Ground. As the echoes of applause from the talent showcase faded, an unexpected shift enveloped the facility. In the days that followed, a new sense of camaraderie blossomed between Jason, Mariah, Malik, and Alex. The walls that had once separated them were now crumbling, replaced by conversations filled with sincerity and a shared understanding of their struggles. Jason's diary reflects this transformative moment. "We sat in the yard, surrounded by the soft rustle of leaves. Our discussions flowed freely, full of laughter and dreams. I realized that beneath our scars lay the same desire for redemption, each story as valid as the last." Alex opened up about his past, revealing the pain behind his hardened exterior. We were no longer defined by our mistakes, but by our resolve to change. The soundscape mirrored their unity, voices blending harmoniously, punctuated by the gentle hum of hope, signaling that transformation thrives when hearts connect. Chapter 13. Hope and Reflection. As the one-year mark of their sentences approaches, Jason sits in the common area, surrounded by Mariah and Malik. The atmosphere is charged with a mix of anticipation and introspection. In his diary, he reflects on the incredible journey they've shared, each struggle and triumph etched into their memories. The trio gathers for a group meeting led by a compassionate counselor, where they open up about their aspirations for life beyond the walls. Jason's heart swells with hope as Mariah speaks about her dream of becoming an art therapist, helping others heal through creativity. Malik shares his desire to teach again, inspired by the lessons they've learned together. Soundscapes of laughter and soft music fill the air, encapsulating the camaraderie they've built. As Jason pens his thoughts, he realizes that accountability isn't just about owning mistakes. It's about embracing the courage to change. Hope flickers brightly in their eyes, igniting the promise of a fresh start.